Wu, 222 to 280, commonly known as Eastern Wu or Sun Wu, was one of the three major states that competed for supremacy over China in the Three Kingdoms period, 220 to 280. It previously existed from 220 to 222 as a vassal kingdom nominally under Cao Wai, its rival state, but declared independence from Wai and became a sovereign state in 222. It became an empire in 229 after its founding ruler, Sun Quan, declared himself emperor. Its name was derived from the place it was based in, the Jiangnan, Yangtze River Delta, region, which was also historically known as Wu. It was referred to as Eastern Wu or Sun Wu by historians to distinguish it from other Chinese historical states with similar names which were also located in that region, such as the Wu state in the Spring and Autumn period and the Huayu kingdom in the Five Dynasties and Ten Kingdoms period. It was called Eastern Wu because it occupied most of eastern China in the Three Kingdoms period, and Sun Wu because the family name of its rulers was Sun. During its existence, Wu's capital was at Jian, present-day Nanjing, Jiangsu, but at times it was also at Yikeng, present-day Azhou, Hubei. Towards the end of the Han dynasty, Suns, the eldest son of the warlord Sun Jian, and his followers borrowed troops from the warlord Yuan Shu and embarked on a series of military conquests in the Jiangdong and Wu regions between 194 and 199. Seizing several territories previously occupied by warlords such as Liu Yao, Yan Baiyu, and Wang Lang. Suns broke off relations with Yuan Shu around 196–197 after the latter declared himself emperor, an act deemed as treason against Emperor Xian, the figurehead ruler of the Han dynasty. The warlord Cao Cao, who was the de facto head of government in the Han imperial court, asked Emperor Xian to grant Suns the title of Marquis of Wu. Suns was assassinated in the summer of 200 and was succeeded by his younger brother, Sun Quan. Sun Quan, like his elder brother, also paid nominal allegiance to Emperor Xian while maintaining autonomous rule over the Wu territories. In 208, Sun Quan allied with the warlord Liu and they combined forces to defeat Cao Cao at the Battle of Red Cliffs. Sun Quan and Liu maintained their alliance against Cao Cao after the battle for the next 10 years or so, despite having some territorial disputes over Jing province. In 219, Sun Quan severed ties with Liu when he sent his general Lu Meng to invade Liu's territories in Jing province. Guan Yu, who was defending Liu's assets in Jing province, was captured and executed by Sun Quan's forces. After that, the boundaries of Sun Quan's domain extended from beyond the Jiangdong region to include the southern part of Jing province, which covered roughly present-day Hunan and parts of Hubei. In 220, Cao Cao's son and successor, Cao Bai, ended the Han dynasty by forcing Emperor Xian to abdicate in his favor and established the state of Cao Wai. Sun Quan agreed to submit to Wai and was granted the title of a vassal king, King of Wu, by Cao Bai. A year later, Liu declared himself emperor and founded the state of Shuhan. In 222, Liu launched a military campaign against Sun Quan to take back Jing province and avenge Guan Yu, leading to the Battle of Xiaoting. However, Liu suffered a crushing defeat at the hands of Sun Quan's general Lu Xun and was forced to retreat to Beidiqing, where he died a year later. Liu's successor, Liu Shan, and his regent, Zhuge made peace with Sun Quan later and reaffirmed their previous alliance. Sun Quan declared independence from Wai in 222, but continued to rule as king of Wu until 229, when he declared himself emperor of Wu. His legitimacy was recognized by Shu. Sun Quan ruled for over 30 years and his long reign resulted in stability in southern China. During his reign, Wu engaged Wai in numerous wars, including the battles of Ruixu, 222 to 223, Xiaoting, 228, and Hefei, 234. However, Wu never managed to gain any territory north of the Yangtze River, while Wei also never succeeded in conquering the lands south of the Yangtze. A succession struggle broke out between Sun Quan's sons in the later part of his reign. Sun Quan instated Sun He as the crown prince in 242 after his former heir apparent, Sun Deng, died in 241, but Sun He soon became involved in a rivalry with his younger brother, Sun Ba. The conflict resulted in the emergence of two rivaling factions, each supporting either Sun He or Sun Ba, in Sun Quan's imperial court. Sun Quan eventually deposed Sun He and forced Sun Ba to commit suicide, while Lu Xun and many other ministers who took either Sun He's or Sun Ba's side in the struggle met with unhappy ends. Sun Quan appointed his youngest son, Sun Liang, as the crown prince after the incident. Sun Quan died in 252 and was succeeded by Sun Liang, with Zhuge son Jun serving as regents. In 253, Zhuge was assassinated in a coup launched by Sun Jun, and the state power of Wu fell into Sun Jun's hands and was passed on to his cousin, Sun Chen, after his death. During Sun Liang's reign, two rebellions broke out in the Wei commandery of Shaochuan, around present-day Shu County, Anhui, in 255 and 257 to 258. Sun Jun and Sun Chen led Wu forces to support the rebels in the first and second rebellions respectively in the hope of making some territorial gains in Wei, but both revolts were suppressed and the Wu forces retreated after suffering many losses. Sun Liang was deposed in 258 by Sun Chen, who installed Sun Xu, another son of Sun Quan, on the throne. Sun Xu killed Sun Chen later in a coup with the help of Jiang Bu and Ding Feng. Sun Xu died of illness in 264, a year after Shu was conquered by Wei. At the time, Wu was experiencing internal turmoil because rebellions had broken out in Jiazi in the south. The ministers Pu Yangxing, Wan Yu and Jiang Bu decided to install Sun He's son, Sun Hao, on the throne. In the beginning of Sun Hao's reign, the emperor reduced taxes, gave relief to the poor, and granted freedom to a large number of palace maids. However, Sun Hao gradually became more cruel and superstitious and started indulging in wine and women instead of finding ways to revive his declining state. Sun Hao's tyranny caused widespread anger and hatred towards him in Wu. But it was due to the efforts of officials such as Lu Kai and Lu Kang that Wu was able to remain relatively stable and peaceful. In 265, Sima Yan ended the state of Kauai by forcing its last ruler, Cao Huan, to abdicate in his favor, and then established the Jin dynasty. In 279, Jin forces led by Du Yu, Wang Jun and others attacked Wu from 6 directions. Sun Hao attempted to put up resistance by sending his armies to fight the Jin invaders, but the Wu forces suffered several consecutive defeats and even the Wu chancellor, Jiang Ti, was killed in action. Seeing that Wu was doomed to fall, Sun Hao surrendered to the Jin dynasty on 31st of May 280, marking the end of Wu and the end of the Three Kingdoms period.